Hi, Sean Ellich here from Sales Profit. This video is going to try to give you a very brief overview of the Sales Profit sales and marketing automation platform. It's a rather robust platform. And it normally takes about 30 minutes to go through a full overview, but I'll try to focus on the primary capabilities. We're very email centric, meaning we have developed a platform that does both email sequences, those are one to one automated sales sequences, similar to like Apollo, Limlist, or Reply Mail. We also added a newsletter feature, which has HTML branding capabilities, similar to a marketing automation system like Marketo or Eloqua. And then we have an account-based email program that we haven't seen on the market today. And that's where you can identify 3 or 4 key influencers at your top target accounts and email them in the same email. What that looks like is similar to this, where we used to manually cut and paste these emails, and it was very effective. In fact, about a 500% increase in response rates when you copy other people that are part of the buying committee into a single email. It kind of forces a reply. So we built the account-based program that we were doing manually into this app. Now, the very first thing about Sales Profit is our data. We belong to a data co-op, and there's advantages to that. One is we have a fixed fee for our data costs, so we can offer unlimited access to our data. We allow you to export opens, clicks, unsubscribes, and replies. That way, we kind of prevent people from trying to download our entire database. But you have unlimited access to use the data. So you could search for any criteria you want. It could be under like HR, human resources, it could be CHRO, and you'll see right away that we've got nearly 1 million contacts that match just those 3 keywords. And then, of course, you could break that down by job title levels, seniority, company sizes, and then you can also limit your search queries by state. We're going to get more granular with that. And you can select by industries. So maybe you're going after manufacturing. And you'll notice that we are expanding the industry list from 146 selects to 428 right now. So you'll actually be able to get really granular with your data searches, because the more granular you can get, the more relevant you'll become. Now, once you have a prospect list, we have built-in verification, so you can verify it. We do charge a fee to verify the data. I will tell you now we have 29 million records already with validation signals. So we only verify records that have not been verified in the last 90 days. And if we find that bounce rate is too high, we will shorten that to 60. And then if it's still too high, even down to 30. But you don't have to pay for that. So we pay for that. And once your list is verified, it will send you an email letting you know that, hey, here is your list. It's ready to go. Once you have your list ready, now you can start to create your sequences. Creating sequences is like most typical sequences. You put in the basics of what email account do you want to send from, what contacts do you want to go into the sequence, and then what are the steps. Now, we offer A, B, or C test split capabilities, and you can add additional steps. If you don't get a reply 3, 4, 5 days later, you can send yet another reply. When creating templates, you can create it right while you're making your sequence, save the template, give it a name, or you can access previously saved templates inside of here. Scheduling, we give you the ability to also save a template when you typically send mail. So it could be, in this case, you just want to send during the weekend, or you want to send during the work week and exclude holidays automatically. We've added a rules engine. The rules engine will allow you to automatically create a task to connect with someone on LinkedIn, call a prospect, or send a direct mail piece if they open, click, or reply X number of times, and it will automatically create that rule for you. You can see the emails that are going out. You can see the replies, and we give you the ability to flag them as either negative, neutral, positive, or MQL, SQL, unqualified, bounced, or unsubscribed. And you can also export those records into Excel or push them into any CRM that we've integrated with. Today, we integrate with HubSpot, Salesforce, and Pipedrive. And then, of course, the reporting shows you how the campaigns are performing. And then it also breaks down who is actually replying. So maybe you have certain job titles or levels or industries that are applying more than others. Since we already had the email engine built, we also added the ability to add a HTML builder. So now you've got the ability to create HTML emails, but we added one key feature, and that's auto remails to people who haven't opened the email after 5 days or 6 days or whatever you put. And that's really handy because we always see a boost in open rates and click-through rates when we do a remail to people that didn't open the first one. You can also do ABC test splits and add steps here as well. So if you want to create a newsletter, every 28 days, send another message, or you want to create a lead nurturing program, you could do this with our app. Very much the same way that we do sales-based email sequences. And again, the same. You can see the emails that are sent, the schedule, and the reporting of those. We also added a form builder so you can actually create forms and drop them into sequences. And we also have a Unibox, meaning you can have multiple email accounts, all of those, and you don't have to go through each campaign to identify your opens and your clicks and your responses. You can come to one place to see everything, and it will tell you where this campaign was and where it came from. Contacts, there's contact library. We designate certain accounts as being either an account-based campaign or a sales automation campaign. We also show you who the account owner is. And then obviously you can create notes right at this contact. You could see related contacts. You could create opportunities, which will show up in your CRM. You can push this to a CRM. If you have a CRM integrated, you can push them. You can also add them to additional sequence. So there's quite a bit of capabilities. You can click on their LinkedIn profile, connect with them on LinkedIn. So there's quite a bit of information that you could find at the contact level. Also, same thing for companies. You could search for companies that you've added to your lists and your account-based email campaigns. Now, this is very powerful, and let me show you because it's very unique. It's the only one I know of in the market today. So what we noticed is when we do an account-based email, it tends to force a reply. So if I send an email to the Chief Human Resource Officer at Acme Company, introducing myself because I want to see if I could be of any assistance regarding their employee relocation or moving efforts or mobility efforts, then I might want to send an email like this. Hey, I'm not sure who's in charge of selecting a moving provider. So in my pursuit, I've copied Sally Seashore and Robert Bay. What happens is Sally sees this email that went to her boss, and so she's prompted to respond. Hey, I better jump in here. Sean just emailed my boss. Or John might say, Sean, thanks for reaching out. Why don't you talk to Robert, who might be in procurement? And I'll circle back with them and see if it makes sense to have a call or a conversation. So either way, this has been very powerful for our customers. But normally to assemble that is quite difficult. You have to cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste. So we built this to where I could send an email to say, Ray here, copy Andy and Filberto, select my template, and it assembles the email for me. So it looks like I've done my homework as a salesperson and I've identified key influencers that are typically involved in the buying decision. at that target account. So very powerful, definitely worth spending, every, day, start off with an hour of account-based marketing while the sales automation campaigns just run on autopilot. We also have a account management, opportunity management dashboard. You can drag and drop, update, customize however you like. You can also push this to your CRM as well. And then you can see your tasks, connect on LinkedIn as an example with anyone who responded or opened your email based on your rules that you've developed. Now, if you're an agency, this is really powerful because you've got unlimited access to data. B, you're not having to download data out of a tool like Apollo or Zoom Info, which is very expensive, and then upload it into an email verification software, then download it, and then re-upload it into your sales automation tool, and then yet another tool for doing your marketing automation tool. So everything's in one place. Now, setting up mailboxes is another area where we excel. Some of you may be familiar with email tools like Engage, where they allow you to connect with multiple SMTPs. Well, we did the same thing. So we have a direct integration with Mailgun, SparkPost, and SendGrid. So you could literally create multiple subdomains for your clients and through an API key connect automatically to those accounts. We also have one-click integration with with G Suite, Office 365, and we've gone through all the security audits with both Google and Microsoft as well as PwC. So we're approved for one-click integration. As I mentioned, we integrate with Pipedrive, HubSpot, and Salesforce. Here's where you would manage your templates, where you can edit templates. So if we want to see if we have a newsletter template, we would do it there. Account-based, email, newsletter. So you can edit. Here's our drag and drop editor. So you come down here and you can make adjustments to your templates. You have blacklists for domains. That could be competitors, resellers, partners, existing customers, or emails. People who have opted out of previous campaigns. You can create custom fields and you can make those fields available anywhere you like. You can add team members just by a click. They'll get an email inviting them to your account. We have API keys. This is where you have your schedules you could create. This is where you could create multiple signatures. Perhaps you have some with pictures, some without. Here's where you control your sending. Our sales sequences by default are new and follow-ups, but you can just focus on new emails versus follow-ups. You can set the delay to whatever you want. So one email will go out every 32 seconds. Then the next one might be 35, the next one 53, and so on in between 90. Same process for HTML emails. This really helps with deliverability. Now we're going to add some throttling and allow you to actually increase your limits per day. That's coming. And we're also adding mail warming features to the solution. You can also edit your previous saved searches. And we have a media library. So you can upload your guides and white papers and establish yourself as a thought leader in the space. Now, I'm going to also show you a quick overview of the agency model. So how does an agency use this? So give me 1 second. Now, as an agency owner myself, I have a super admin where I can see my other agencies that are using the platform. And if I log into my account, I can see all of the accounts that I have in my master sales profit account. So here's a list of my accounts. And from here, I can select certain accounts and add my staff members to those accounts so that when they log in, they actually have access to those accounts to help support those campaigns. So very powerful as well. And if I want to add another account, I simply click the add account button and add my customers' information here, and they'll be sent a confirmation email letting them know that a sales profit account has been created for them. So you get to manage this. And the advantage for agencies is unlimited data, unlimited accounts, and unlimited users. So very powerful. So hopefully this gives you a good idea of the platform. Of course, one last thing I'll mention is this is where you could see your personal information, your however you want, your time zone. You can change your password, and then you've got your billing information here as well. And you could download any of your previous plans and invoices for accounting purposes and downgrade or upgrade your plan. So hopefully this gives you a good overview of sales profit. Let us know if you have any questions. We'd love to work with you. Thank you.